Hey everyone, how are we doing today? We are in your entrance slip packet here. For those of you that are playing along at home, that means it should be a purple packet. All right. We're in lesson number 4, and we're going to hit lesson number 5 today. So it's a combo effort here, simply because lesson 4 kind of is doing more of the exact same, and lesson 5 just adds in the graph, which it's just a little part of it there. There's just two rules to follow there. So we can do this here. So identifying proportional and non-proportional relationships in tables. First thing they want us to do here is to complete the table. So we're going to work off the pattern that we have, all right, that we're looking at there. So if we see a 1, we see an 8, we see a 2, 16, 3, we see 24, we can just keep the pattern going here. So to do that, well, we can just kind of count along here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all it takes. When we fill in a table and we find a pattern, write down, we can simply follow that pattern as long as there's not any extra information in there that throws things off. Over here on the right side, same pattern was going, 8, 16, 24. Let's keep counting by 8, 32, 40, 48, 56. Voila. All right. So is the table proportional? All right, here we go. Anytime we want to know if something's proportional, we're using that vocabulary word of is there a constant? And to figure out your constant, it's always going to be y divided by x. Like we've been talking about. Right now, everything's going to be in order. It's always going to be the x first and then the y second. We're getting there, people. We're getting there where you're going to start deciding who's which one. So every single time, if we do y divided by x, we should get a constant. This is proportional. So 8 over 1, well, that's an 8. 16 over 2, well, that's an 8. 24 over 3, yes, that's an 8. So again, if we keep going down the list, 32 divided by 4, 8, 8, 8, 8, over and over again. So is it proportional? All right. Yes, it is proportional. Why? We have a constant of 8. There we go. Vocabulary in there. Vocabulary, people. We're after it. All right. Multiplying by 8 each time. That's okay. That's good. Elementary school, though. Use that vocabulary. All right. So let's see what else we got here. Gabby wants to make an octagon with a side length of 20 inches using wire. How much wire does she need? All right. Like we said, for all these problems, we're going to tell you use your equation. The tests, quizzes, whatever the case may be, they're all going to start off here and make sure it's using your equation. So let's get our equation down first. So got it? Do you got it there? Okay. All right. So did you? Did you? Constant is 8. Y equals 8x. So now we can go in there and see, okay, side length of 20 inches. So who's the side length? The side length. And, oh, that's the x that's there. So we come on over here. Y equals 8 times 20. So again, because in the table this was my x, I'm going to plug it in there. So, 160. How much 160 inches of wire she's after. So again, like we said, not a whole lot of brand new ideas that's going on there. So let's get on into lesson number 5 that's here. And in lesson number 5, we're identifying proportional relationships using graphs. Okay, so there are some requirements that are here. So let's get these written down. In order to be proportional based off the graph, it needs a few requirements. One is you're going to need a straight path of points. All right, no bending, no turning, no adjustments there. It's a straight path. I said no bending, so I wrote down the word bend there. Let me get that out of here. Straight path of points. All right. And then the other requirement is it needs to go through the origin. And remember, your origin is the ordered pair of 0, 0. So if those two things hit, congratulations, it's proportional. So let's plot some points. The order pair 1, 3. So to the right 1, up 3. The order pair 7, 1. To the right 7, up 1. The order pair 4, 2. To the right 4, up to 2. All right. So if you connect the dots here, all right, And we don't need to connect like, well, I did this one first, this one second, this one third. We're just going to connect them as you go across the x-axis. Now, remember, it's got to go through the origin as well, which means it has to go through 0, 0. So when you connect, do you get a straight path of points? No, no, we don't. So no, this is not proportional there, okay? It does make a straight path of points, you know, those three of them there, but it definitely does not go through the origin when we connect it through there. So yeah, answer is no here. Let's go on down to the other one that is here where we're filling in the table. So when we look at this particular one, we can see right now what's going on here pattern wise here. Oh, we're always taking half the amount. So it's your choice as to what to fill in there. Obviously, we don't want to go large numbers here because we're taking half the amount. All right. I want to use even numbers here. So I could use a number like a 2. That's fine. So when I take half of it, I get a 1. I could use a number like, I don't know, how about 8? All right. And when I take half of it, I get 4. Okay. So let's go to our graph over here. I'm going to go to the right 2 and I'm going to go up 1. So there we go. To the right 4 and then up 2. Okay. To the right 10 and then up 5. There we go. And then to the right 8 and then up 4. To the right 8 and up 4. Okay. So there's a few things we want to watch for here. Is you might be looking at this and you're like, I think we've got something here. I think we do have a straight path of points that's going to the origin. Now you might also have difficulty drawing a straight line and you might be like, no, it didn't. Okay, so for those of you that have difficulty drawing a straight line, we can use the coordinates to help ourselves out. So here's what I mean by that. All right, we're looking for a pattern that's here. And you can see to get from this point to this point, all right, I went down 1 and I went over 2. So let's see if we keep that pattern going. Down 1, over 2. Down 1, over 2. Down 1, over 2. Yep, down 1, over 2. We got it. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. So that does make that straight path of points go through there. So we're going to say yes, all right, because again, straight path of points and it went through the origin that's there. So if you don't put the origin in to begin with, okay, that's fine. All right. You just have to make that realization of, all right, so when I connect my points, I get this. And the idea is if you continued along that pattern, would you get through the origin? And in this particular case, we would end up doing that. So, yep, those are your 2 requirements. That's all that you're looking for, people. All right, get on into your classwork. Check your answers. Make sure you're good with what's going on. Bye-bye.